And another big welcome. It's 3D in the USA, all 50 states on Google Earth. And what we're talking about really is Part 2, Hawaii to New Jersey, recorded today, 26th of August 2019. If you missed Part 1, then I'll link it in the description. So we started off here with the study of 3D in the USA. I've added in a note that the whole of the USA landmass is 3.8 million square miles, home to a population of 327 million people. We're talking about real people and real places, definitely. So there is the overall pushpins, areas, call it what you want, of the whole 50 states. And then we are asking these questions about what 3D on Google Earth is there. What's important? You can pause this, read the slide if you wish. Then we go on and we say, out of these 50 states, repeat again, part 1 gave a more introduction. Here in part 2 we're getting straight along to Hawaii, and we're going to finish on New Jersey, which is 10. That's not right, it's 20. Of course it is, because we did the first 10 and then 20, and then the last part would be part 3. Will be this lot over here from New Mexico down to Wyoming. So look, let's get thorough with this. The whole point of it is being asked the question, what 3D is there in Hawaii in August 19? So if you look at the islands of Hawaii, we can pretty much see that Honolulu's got, I would think, quite a lot. I would think, I'm not sure, sorry, I don't know the name of this island. 2 pushpins down here on the biggest island down here. Forgive me for not naming names or learning off by heart in the script about these places, because there are hundreds of places to get through, if not thousands. So in other words, be careful with Hawaii, because we've got a lot here, but 2 bits down here. Don't know how big they are. All of these images you're seeing on screen vary in scale, because Idaho here, you can see a very interesting shape of a state bordering with Washington, top, down here at the bottom, bottom. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe a tiny little bit there, but if you zoom in it could be huge. Let's move along. Illinois, lots and lots up top at Chicago, lots near cities, and a few dots here. If I've zoomed out, because Illinois of course is a big state, that makes the pushpins a little bit smaller. Indianapolis, that looks like there's a lot of 3D there. That's a lot of 3D. Iowa, contrastingly, we have top left, middle, Des Moines. Is that Cedar Rapids under there? I can't see. So in other words, if I was studying this, you look at this massive area with nothing. Do people live there? I do not know. That will come in the in-depth. Iowa, because this is a preview of all 50 states. Kansas is a really interesting one that I found, and the reason is because we come into Wichita and, Kansas City, go out a little bit west, then there's this massive area where there is nothing. Hey, you know, I mean, I'm not the one flying planes around collecting 3D. Kentucky. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Louisville, by the looks of it, is that Cincinnati under there? I don't actually know. Sorry, I'm in England, I can't know them all. Then we go on to Louisiana, which is really interesting, because when I think of Louisiana, having been to New Orleans and stuff, it's down south, but there's a lot of areas there, look. A lot of areas. I'm so excited to actually get stuck in and start looking at some of these areas in depth. Now, Maine is another one, because if you look at Maine, and what I've done is, because we've got Canada up top here, I've just added some sort of ad hoc polygons at the top. Maine, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 areas, and it's stopped. Now again, I've not been to that area, I've not studied this area, but this area here, look, I don't know, that's what Maine looks like. Hey, if you're a student of Maine or in Maine, then have a look. Maryland, again, look at the shape. I'm also looking for the beauty, which I'm sure all of it is very, very beautiful. You've got coastal areas going in, you've got islands, you've got tons in Washington and Baltimore. Going up here to the top and top left, look, some more over there. Then we go on to Massachusetts, which is really scattered. There's a lot of 3D there. When you zoom in, you're going to find that some of these push pins, these yellow tag areas, will just expand up and be much, much bigger. That's interesting. Look, I can't see on this particular image, but you've got Cape Cod. I would have thought, hey, this is a pure guess, that I would have thought there'd be more 3D at the end of Cape Cod there. There isn't. Then we go on to Michigan. Similar sort of area there. Canada up top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's lots to look at around here, look. Detroit. Then we go down to Minnesota. 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting area. Look, see that little one there? That could be beautiful. I'm sure it is. St. Cloud. I'm sure these are lovely places to look at. Mississippi. Mississippi. 1, 2, 3. I was going to say 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Up top. Look, you see there's so many areas to look at. Missouri. Kansas City. Columbia, of course, Jefferson City. And then we get down to St. Louis, Springfield. Don't know what that area is. Interesting the way this works. Very, very, very interesting. Montana, a little bit more difficult to see in terms of the yellow pushpins because you've got such mountainous, vibrant areas. One there. Look, see that single dot down there? No idea what that is, or that one. Oh, this is so interesting. Sorry for me being a bit self-indulgent here, but if you're studying these things, then it can be quite important. Nebraska has a massive area. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Nebraska has a massive area of no 3D, if this map is exactly correct. And then we've got a couple of areas on the right. Hey, it's a big area. Nevada, for some odd reason, we've got this one here at Reno and what's that, Carson City, down to Las Vegas. But if you look at the rest, I don't know. Apart from the obvious that it doesn't look like there's much there. Then New Hampshire. Oh my God, spelling mistake. Should be a capital H there. I'm so sorry, New Hampshire. Here, Manchester. Not a lot of 3D in New Hampshire, but then again, I said before about the scale and the size of these states. New Jersey. Kind of New York area. Tons and tons of things to investigate around the New Jersey area, Atlantic City. Then we go off and we actually say that we've just spoken about 20 of them, and that was Hawaii down to New Jersey, which is the ends, and then the next one is going to be the final 20 in this preview section. So just to remind you, there is 3.7 million or 3.8 million square miles to get through, housing a population of about 327 million in these incredible areas of the United States of America. Looking at 3D in the USA, all 50 states, on Google Earth, again from me, Mike Downs. Catch you in part 3 of this series.